Hey everybody, it's Bailey Morrison, and throughout this module, first I think this module is very controversial for one because everybody views gender things differently now as far as like if it's a choice, if it's nature, nurture, blah 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 blah. So there's going to be some probably different perspectives throughout this, but one thing that stood out to me or that caught my eye throughout the book was Freud saying how women only get over penis envy after having the fulfillment of having children, and that women are more passive, submissive, and neurotic. And I literally, like, when I was reading that, my face was like this. This is coming from Mr. Snow Doctor, Mr. Cocaine Doctor. Anyway, that I was just like, really? That's I've had a baby, so, and I've never felt that way before. Two, I don't feel like, I'm not gonna say I don't feel fulfilled from having a baby because, like, I do, it's a womanly milestone, whatever, but it doesn't make me feel more complete as far as, like, wanting to, I don't know, being jealous of, like, what men have. I didn't agree with that statement at all. One interesting thing from the PDF, from the gender roles PDF, is pretty much just reading, like, I feel like, in my opinion, it's hard to, like, put a marriage on paper. Like, this is this marriage, this is this marriage. And, like, yeah, you can, but I feel like everybody is so different, and what works for one isn't going to work for the other. So I feel like it's so hard to, like, put on paper the perfect marriage. Like, this way is going to work for you. This way is going to work for you. I mean, it's interesting to read about 100%. Everybody, like, say domestic violence. Like, yeah, they're going to have their type because the man is more, of an aggressor. The woman's usually more submissive, yada, yada, yada. But reading as far as, like, what would the ideal marriage be, I feel like that's just something that's not always can be put on paper. Then, one thing that caught my eye from the Be a Man thing, and from the Be a Man TED Talk, and it's really interesting from my perspective because I've actually seen this video before, pre-having a child, pre-having a son. So now, watching it after I've had a son, I'm like, man, like, because I've always made it such a point to let, because he's only 2, obviously, that you have more feelings as a toddler than, anyway, if you have a toddler, you know what I'm talking about because they just cry about everything. Something my baby cries because it's nighttime and he doesn't know why the sun's out. But anyway, I still make it a point to let him feel those feelings because he needs to be an emotionally intelligent person, not just man, but person. Everybody needs to understand their emotions. But the thing that I found most interesting is just how my perspective changed on watching that video before and after having a baby, having a son. And then the next video that I watched was the evolution of a Barbie. I really liked the fact that they had little girls, young girls, talking about what it meant to them to see different body types, different colors, different skin colors, different hair colors, different sizes, just all of those representations of what it meant to them. And I also really liked the fact that Zola was in there from Grey's Anatomy. That caught my eye.